Hello coloring friends! Today's video about my weekly coloring plans and my results for the previous week. And the first picture I want to show you was done for SME's coloring checklist challenge, and the prompt was to color a page using stencils, and I chose an illustration from Kat's coloring book, this one, and you can see the result. I imagine it's a circus and Kat's performing, making this like pyramid, and yeah, now you can see I use stencils for these lights around Cats. I've done them with this stencil, and I used black acrylic for the background, and so like a pencil didn't look bright enough on this background, so I used a glittering gel pens of different colors. You can see it's like lights, and then there's, I don't know whether you can see or not, I used a pencil around the circles like shine, so it gives illusion of lights. And the rest are done with budget-friendly colored pencils. Nothing special, but it was fun doing it, and I'm quite happy with this simple page. Then the second picture that I wanted to color, and I did color, is from Vilin Sun by Tomislav Tomic. It's for my color along Crazy Riders on my channel. I chose this illustration with two, I don't know, fairies on these two little dragons, and not quite typical for me colors like green and pink, and I wanted these dragons in green, but then I didn't want them to be completely green, so I decided to make their wings quite contrasty, and I chose this pink color. And I used color pencils for everything, Polychromos, then Winsor & Newton Student, and Derwent Artist for the background, and a little bit of white gel pen, nothing else. Of course, it took quite some time to finish the background with pencils, but I'm happy how it turned out, and I'm happy that these are not my typical colors, like, you know, lilac, violet or turquoise, but something different. Then the next picture is from Joanna Besford's World of Flowers, and here I chose to color this page. At first I was quite enthusiastic about coloring this page, but when I started, and approximately after coloring 5 flowers, I started getting bored with it, like too many flowers in one page. But anyway, I managed to finish it, and here I tried different color combinations, like here for example I tried salmon pink and then went over it with neon orange, because salmon pink, I find this color quite, I don't know, boring and not bright enough, and if you use neon orange on its own, it's too bright. And so I combined them together, and I quite like how it turned out. It's not too boring and not too bright. And also I used color that I use very seldom, like sand. For example, here I use sand. Yeah, and background I did with Derwent ink tents, because I had no energy to do it with ordinary pencils. What else I can say about this picture? It's bright, it's colorful, but that's it. Nothing special, I would say. And two girls joined me in coloring this page. It's Mary. Mary Coloring is her Instagram. You can see her illustration now. She chose more bluish lilac palette, not that many colors as I did. So her picture is more gentle in colors. And the second illustration is from Julia, and she used different colors for her flowers, but then she left the background with flowers white, and instead she colored like this frame in black. So her work also looks different. So thank you, girls, for joining me. And so now about my plans for the upcoming week. It also takes me much time to choose what to color. So at first I was choosing a picture to color for this Samis challenge, and the next prompt is to color a page on toned paper. I searched my my stuff, and I didn't find any toned paper except for this sheet in blue, but I think it's too dark maybe, and besides there is some like yellowish spots here, and I'm not sure whether my printer would be able to print anything on such paper. And as we are still on lockdown, everything is closed, I can't go to any shop in search of suitable paper, so I'm leaving this prompt for now. I'll come back to it sometime later, and then I go to the next prompt, and it is to color a page with a mermaid. I have quite a lot of pages with mermaids, and so this was problem to choose what illustration to color. And in the end I chose an illustration from this book. This is one of my untouched coloring books, and so I thought it would be a great opportunity to start this book finally. It's Saga Fire and Water by Chintaka Hirath, and there is a quite intriguing illustration, this one. As you can see, this is a mermaid, but she's like pierced in her chest with this sword, and at first I thought, yeah, it's just like she's killed, but then when I started looking more carefully, then I see that the sword piercing in this spot, and it looks like it's a heavy object. And since we can see this mermaid and everything inside, that means that it's transparent. So I believe it's ice, and the mermaid and everything, the flowers are inside this ice rock, because I don't see another explanation of this picture. Still, I don't understand it completely, like what are these falling pieces of rock or ice? Are they inside or outside? I don't know. And of course I'm not sure how I'm going to color this everything inside ice, but I will try my best, and I'm quite interested to color this picture, and I'm not sure about the result, but we'll see. If anyone have this book and want to join me in coloring this illustration, I'll be glad. So the next illustration, again from one of my untouched coloring books, Dragon's Kingdom by Juliana Emerson. And I choose quite simple illustration just to start the book. This lovely cute dragon, not sleeping but having a rest on the moon. It looks quite small and simple, so I hope it will not take much time. And the third illustration then that I want to color is from Cyrenaica by Christine McAllister. I really love this book, and I want to color this portrait. Again, if anyone wants to join me in coloring this illustration, I'll be glad. You can send me your works to my email by Sunday. So that was all for today. I hope you're in good mood. Thank you for staying with me. Bye.